Ladies and gentlemen of the Fig Fam, welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And it is Friday, which means it's time to take a look at all the wrestling figure reveals from this week. So stay tuned. All right, so I'm excited. One of my favorite things about this, I say it every week. Favorite things about this community is all the influx of reveals of new upcoming figures that we get week in and week out. And this week, it's not all about quantity, it's about quality. And I think we got some really cool stuff coming. But first, if you like any of the videos you've ever seen me do, make sure you smash that subscribe button so that you don't miss one going forward. But it's time. We're going to hop right into it, starting off with the independent stuff, as we always do. And right here, we got a little look at the carding sample of the upcoming Ringmaster from Rush Collectibles of Spellbinder, aka Fantasio. As you can see, he does have the hat there. He does not have the underwear. Doesn't have the underwear. And I just realized I think I forgot to pre-order this. So I think I missed out on the underwear. But it does have a I believe this is a wax sample just chilling in there right now. Can't wait to see the final version of Fantasio. I really hope it looks great. So we shall see. But that is from Ringmaster Series 2. We also saw a carded mock-up of the Juventud Guerrero on card. I love that purplish color that they use on these. Decent picture, I guess. He's got the Lucha launch, and here is the upcoming KWK TJP. Now, there is going to be 3 different versions, and for starters, these are not final. As you can see, the eyes a little bit off. The hair is a little bit off. Now, this has been acknowledged by Sean. He has publicly stated the eyes are being fixed, so these are not final. So anybody who's zooming in and seeing these odd eyes, listen, sometimes the factory, not that they go rogue, but they don't exactly do what, the companies want. So these are being fixed. But other than that, I think the colors look great. I think that the apps look great. I think that the sculpts look great. And most importantly, I think the shine looks great. He's going for that shine. I prefer the matte finish, but he's going for that shine. And I would say that this is a very, very Hasbro-esque shine on this. So the gloss that he chose and the level of gloss he chose is spot on, in my opinion. And here is the Taka Michinoku, which I think looks great aside from the eyes and hair. But yeah, again, those are being fixed. So I'm excited about this. As I've said, KWK is one of my favorite independent companies. I love them. I love Hastel Toy. I think what they're putting out is great and often overlooked. But yes, look at the shine on these, man. That gloss finish really, really brings me back to the Hasbro days. So I would say that Sean is always listening, and he's always doing some good stuff. I believe these are still available on shopkwk.com at the full price. These are not the $14.99, $15.99 figures. So this is prior to that. So, he has to, he ordered a certain amount. He has to pay that. So that's what the price stands for on these. Again, eyes, hair being fixed. But also saw this, which I thought was interesting. Brian Myers with an old school Major Buddy. And this is different from his other one. He had the bare minimum Brian one, and now there's this one in the black, gold, and white. And honestly, I preferred these. I preferred this version of the Major Buddies to the later new generation Major Buddies that are a little bit skinnier, smaller. I always like these ones. So maybe they're going back to it. I don't know, but this is very, very cool. I believe he's selling this on his Whatnot streams. And then our friends over at the Nerd Closet, Golden Era of Wrestling, showed off their upcoming Demolition 2-pack. We got Axe, we got Smash, entrance gear, and these are actually going to be available in November at WrestleCade in North Carolina. I was there a couple years ago. It is one of my favorite events. It's so much fun, so many stars, so many vendors, and so much cool stuff. Shout out to Nerd Bombers for having me out there, but this is Nerd Closet. And I recently opened up their LOD and their Steiners, and I dig these figures. I dig these figures a lot. But yeah, these will be available at WrestleCade 2025 in November. So if you are on board with these, I say scoop them up. And then this. I'm excited for this. So, Top Rope Collectibles, they're doing a Galoob style line. They just dropped the PN news, still making its way to the States, all three variants, but they have three variants that went on pre-order today of the Diamond Stud. So we had the unreleased PN news. Now we can have it. The unreleased Diamond Stud. Now we can have it. And honestly, I think it looks, and I don't use this word a lot, perfect. It looks just like the original unreleased prototype. A couple things I want to talk about. A lot of people are discussing the back of the tights. It looks great, and then they see that stud on the back, and they're like, "What is that? So did a kindergartner write that with their left hand and on Microsoft Paint?" Guys, unfortunately, that is what the stitching looked like on the back of Diamond Stud's trunks. Odd, weird, but they stayed true to form on it. And even though it doesn't look good, they made it look just like the real trunks. So there it is, Diamond Stud. These are available in the States on jjfigures.com. You can use code FRESH to save 15%, or it might be 10%. I can't remember. And then there's also a green and blue variant inverted. Looks awesome. The ring, the smirk, the 5 o'clock shadow. You got the little Superman curl. I mean, I love how this looks. I'm getting all three 100%. We've got stud on the back of this one. Also, if you are international, not in the States, you can get this from topropecollectibles.com. And my favorite, honestly, outside of the original, is the black and gray. I just think it looks so cool. It looks like looks like something that I could see Scott Hall actually wearing, and it fits his personality. And then check out the back, has a much better stud on there. So these are available now at jjfigures.com. Use code FRESH to save and pick them up now. And then this surprised me. So we knew Masato Tanaka was coming to the Zombie Sailor Toys line. And honestly, I think the mold looks good. I like that he has, he has got the one extended arm. He's got the bent elbow on that one. The screaming, I think everything about it looks great except for the shine. I think it's weird that only the body shines and nothing else. It's like a matte head, body is shining. But the scars are there. I think this is very cool. I might be out on getting all the Zombie Sailor figures now. It looks great, though. He does great work, and I've never held that against him. He does great work. But next up is something that I'm really on the fence with, and that's King Kong Bundy. This is the modern scale King Kong Bundy, and we really haven't gotten an exact comparison to Elites or Ultimates or Unrivaled or even the new Ringside Collectibles Unsanctioned line. So I'm curious how this is going to scale with those, but King Kong Bundy here comes with 3 interchangeable heads, 4 interchangeable hands. Very, very cool looking. Exciting that King Kong Bundy's getting another, but there's something that's off about it. He kind of looks more like Kingpin from Spider-Man, as my man MDT said. Shout out to Trey. But here's my thing with Zombie Sailor Toys. I like Zombie Sailor Toys. I like Zombie Sailor. I literally have pretty much every single figure he's released. But he's promoting this as a revolutionary wrestling figure, and to forget anything you know about wrestling figures. I mean, it looks good, right? It looks good. It's just, I don't see what's revolutionary about it. And I'm not saying that to be mean or disparage him or anything like that, but interchangeable heads, we've had that for years. Interchangeable hands, we've had that for years. This articulation we've had for years. He called the original Heels and Faces revolutionary, but it's just form factors that already exist. He's doing them at a very high level, but I really don't think it's different or revolutionizing wrestling figures or anything like that. I mean, other companies, indie companies have already done the modern scale. But I'm very curious about the leg articulation. If you notice, there's really not much going on right here. I'm wondering if what the joints are like inside that little panis or whatever you want to call that King Kong Bundy has. I do love that the straps are kind of anchored underneath the torso here. I think that's great. I think that's something that, we've seen that before, obviously, but not in an indie form. So good for him on doing that. We've seen the straps quite a few times elsewhere, Mattel, Jax, and such, but you haven't really seen it on indie figure. So he's definitely putting time into picking what he likes from each company and applying it to his own. So there are some more pictures. Again, I think it looks great, especially this head sculpt. So I probably will be picking this one up. All depends on price. The retros are $45. So you got to imagine this is probably going to be about $55, $60. I see people saying $100. I think he'd be shooting himself in the foot doing that. I see people saying $75, $80. Again, I think that would be really cutting his clientele in half. I can see him going around the $55, $60, $65 range. And I think that would be completely fair. Keep it on par with Power Town. We also saw people are getting in their 1 of 3,000 Will Ospreays. Mine shipped, haven't gotten it yet. The coat looks interesting, how they have it wrapped around his head. But the figure itself, I think, looks awesome. I can't wait to really inspect this thing when it's in hand. And then this, there are some new WWE toy products. I think it's WoW Brands. They're doing like slap bracelets of all the WWE championships. And then they have these, the Thumb War Superstars Series 1, which I love that name. We've heard thumb wrestlers for years, but Thumb War Superstars just feels like a WWE branded thing to me. These are blind bags with 2 in there. I have been searching all over for these, me and Macho Fran, because I cannot wait to open these. And I love blind bags. And I think that these heads look awesome. These might be some of my favorite thumb wrestlers, period. And I said that when these were first revealed back in June. I really like the Logan Paul. Now listen, they're not exact, right? They're not head scans, and I get that. They're kind of cartoony, they're kind of fun and childish, but that's what I like about them. I think they're unique and different. The Rock is the super rare, the Logan is the rare, and a lot of people talking about they don't understand why Damian Priest is on the packaging. Sometimes it's just promotional materials. The people that are making these things are not exactly in tune with the product. I get it. He's probably in season 2, series 2. I'm hearing that, but I haven't been confirmed from WoW myself. So I am excited to get these and can't wait to collect all 9. I hope that the rare and super rare aren't exactly that rare and super rare. We also saw on WWEshop.com, LA Knights Fanatics exclusive, which I think is better than the standard pop, is available now for $15. Looks pretty awesome. He's got the Yeah shirt, jeans, boots, vest. He's even got the signature glasses. I'm not a big LA Knight fan, but I do think this is a cool one. And last but not least, Big Shots dropping some new heat right here with Latino heat. Eddie Guerrero has joined the Big Shots brand. The head looks just like him. I was going to call it a head sculpt. It's not. But the way that they made the likeness on this buddy is incredible. The taped fist, gold boots, and those signature black and green flamed tights. Chef's kiss. Love this one. It's one of their best ones that they have done. And that's what we're calling it. So not a lot of stuff, but I would say we're really getting some high quality stuff coming in the WWE and wrestling space. So comment below your favorite thing we revealed this week and your favorite thing that you would like to see or a favorite thing that you got this week. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeal. Twitter is at TheFigHeal. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com or simply go to healbooks.com. But man, look at that. That is probably the best King Kong Bundy likeness right there. The other heads I'm not crazy about, but that one, he nailed that crooked pirate smile yell that Chris used to do. So very, very cool. But yeah, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining us. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeal's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With Shots by Matthew Goldberg, the wrestling figure encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium, full-color, and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeal. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeal. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.